my phone off and all that.
Hello, everyone. I'm so super excited. Thank you all for your patience. Y'all know how this technology is. Be Live is brand spanking new, so they have a couple of little kinks in there. So we are working it out because we're mompreneurs and we don't give up. We just roll with the punches, regardless of what's going on. We get it done. So I want to thank my special guest tonight for joining us. None other than the book whisperer and mompreneur extraordinaire, Mocha Ochoa. Am I saying it right? Ochoa-Nana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about Mocha, for those who don't know you.
Sure. Well, mom's side, I'm a mom of 3. I've got a teenager. I've got a teenage girl, 7-year-old boy, and 4-year-old girl. I have been in business in the Oracle Group for about, I'm in my 11th year. So,
wow.
Yeah. So, started off in this business at the large book chain we all know, and worked in author promotions there, and just found that, it would be to present books and authors. Why not get a space where you can relax and lounge with your girlfriends? Not everybody goes to the club. Do something different, and just present the authors and books in a different way. So it kind of grew from there.
Okay, awesome. And so you go by the moniker, the book whisperer. So tell us what a book whisperer is.
Well, I believe that when authors write a book, it's like they're giving birth to a baby. And just like a life, every baby has purpose, and it has a reason why it's here. So what we like to say is that, writers, they write the books, but the book whispers to us and tells us where to go, what pathway to go with the book.
Awesome. And so I have the honor of having several of your clients' books. So I'm going to share, in case people don't know, what exactly do you do with and for your clients?
Well, it depends. We have 3 different kinds of clients. So we'll have an author client that will come to us and say, hey, can you plan the entire tour? Can you do media in each market? Can you do national media? Then we have publishers who will ask us, hey, we've got this person coming to DC, or whatever city they want me to work on. Can you do a book event in this particular city?
Okay.
Then we have corporate. I'll keep going. Okay. Then we have corporate clients like the NAACP coming up. So the NAACP, we do their entire author pavilion. So wow. It just depends on. Yeah. And CBC, we do the same thing. And that really looks like it's their convention. So it's like over a 3-day period, and we'll book anywhere from 60 to 100 authors rotating, giving presentations over that 3-day, 4-day convention time.
Wow. So what is your prep time? Say that one more time. I think I accidentally cut you off when you were finishing your thought. You still there? Mocha? Can you still hear me?
A little fuzzy.
Okay. All right. Can you see me now?
There we are.
Okay, good. And so how do you manage that? I know it's probably a lot of planning when you have corporate companies corporations coming to you to help you with their conventions. What does that look like for you? How do you plan for that on top of being a mom?
You broke up a little bit too. Just information to give people, and he's fighting it. So, yeah, I didn't hear the whole thing.
Okay. I'll repeat it. It's okay. We're going to get through this. I said, how do you, with corporations or conventions, how do you manage your time along with being a mom, with planning such a huge event?
Oh, boy. I think if you ask any mom, it's like somehow we get it done, you know? I heard Jada Pinkett say something one time that I thought was very, very enlightening. She looked at the top priorities, everyone in her family, and what she had to do, and say, what do I have to get done? What is the number one thing I've got to get done with each of these people or thing today, the number one thing to get done? And that's kind of how I flow it. Now, I do have help. My husband is great with my children. I don't know what I would do. He's the baby whisperer. But I'm serious. So but I'm saying it like that, but you know what? I shouldn't say it like that. I mean, that's what I need. So, yeah.
Awesome. So do you plan out your time with each of your children? Do you say, okay, for your 17-year-old, okay, I'm planning out some time specifically for you, and then for your younger one, and then for your middle child? Or do you spend time with all of them together?
Most of the time it's together. Okay. But, you know, it's because they're at different stages, they kind of force you to make different specific times. So teenager is a junior now. And she also plays volleyball, club volleyball. So it's like schlepping her back and forth to there, plus high school stuff is completely different than where my 4-year-old or my 7-year-old are. Thankfully, they go to the same school, so a lot of the same activities and parents' nights, I can do that.
Oh, cool.
Like as a club with them, but
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you got all of that, but yeah, the last two kind of forced me to do things together with them, and because they're so close.
Okay.
But the world has completely separate needs.
Right.
But we do together as a family.
Awesome. So what is one obstacle right now that you felt like you really had to fight to get through to be successful like you are today?
One obstacle that I'm dealing with right now, it's processes. And I didn't think about that. That's the biggest lesson or the biggest piece of advice I would give to an entrepreneur right now, because it's something that I'm going through right now. For a while, it was me, and I would contract out different people for specific things. But now that I have a staff that's growing, have been more mindful, looking at long-term and writing down my processes, making, documentation of it. So when it's time to onboard someone, it's not as difficult. They don't have to get it from your head. You've already got it down, and it's much, much easier. So I would say document and plan for your business as it grows, but don't think about it as just now with you. Think about it as, okay, when I start to get employees, or, write down the process that it takes for you to do anything. That'd be my biggest piece of advice. Because now to go back, it's teaching an old dog new tricks. Right. While I'm still trying to do business, while I'm still trying to work with employees. So.
Wow, that is so key, because I know for me, I've heard so many people say you have to be able to duplicate yourself. You have to be able to duplicate yourself. And I just don't know if I can do it. I haven't taken that time to duplicate myself. And so I think it's really key what you said, having an SOP. Even if it's something, just a one-sheeter where if you onboard somebody, you can say, okay, here, use this. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me walk you through it or whatever. So that is great information. So I hope those who are watching, if you're catching it on replay or you're watching live, make sure you do that, because that will help you. I think as you scale your business, things don't fall through the crack. I've heard people say, they get a lot of orders. They weren't expecting, 100 orders, and then they couldn't keep up because they didn't plan for something like that, for that type of growth. So that is great information, Mocha. Thank you. Wow, that is key. So who have been some of your clients? I have several books here, so I'm going to share. I spend my money in the Black community, okay? And I'm very unapologetic. So I have this one. by Lovia Jai. I have Diana Ramsey, Butterfly Transition. Whose shoes are you wearing? So these are some fantastic authors that Mocha represents. So if you're an author, I know Tamika's on here, she's an author. If you're an author, you need to check her out. Lisa Nichols, let me see, Devon Franklin and Megan Good, and Taraji. I think that was the last book launch I went to. I know you had one maybe a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm. Charlemagne the God. What a great guy. Yeah.
Awesome. So do you have a bunch of book tours coming up this summer?
Yeah. Well, I think you've had Wonder Mom on that I'm working on. Charlotte. Yes. And branding expert Courtney Rhodes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I told you need to contact her. Starting with a new client, and her name is Miss Adrienne Fikes. So this one is Unspeakable Joy, finding your unspeakable joy right where you are. And another one that I'm so super excited about is tomorrow. And it's launching tomorrow by this, I'm surprised she's so little known, Leland Melvin, who is a former NFL player, Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys, got an injury and had to retire from the NFL early. Then he said, let me work on my master's in engineering. And he became an astronaut. NASA picked him up. He's been to space twice. So it's really cool. His book is coming out tomorrow, Chasing Space. And there's a children's version that's coming out. I just don't have it in my hands. But there's a children's version simultaneously releasing. So check him out.
Okay, and what was his name again?
Sorry?
What was his name again?
His name is Leland Melvin.
I'm writing that down right now.
Sure. Very nice, very cool guy.
And that's Chasing Space.
Yes.
Awesome.
Both adult and children's version. On sale tomorrow.
Yay!
Let's make a bestseller.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And so if for the authors who have joined us, I see we have Tamika and a couple other authors have popped on. What do you suggest for them? I know a lot of us self-publish. I self-published. But then you also say you work with authors who publishers send you to them. What advice would you give to a self-published author who's looking to work with Mocha? What is some advice? What are things we need before we come to you?
Oh boy. Okay.
I want us to be prepared.
An ISBN helps. No, the one thing I would say, I think publishing has come a long way, and that it's really, really hard to distinguish. We've got some really good designers out there, and it's really hard to distinguish which books were published by a publishing house, one of the big five, or whether it's self-published. So make sure your visuals, your presentations, you've got a press kit, you've got a website, you've got, you've got a great design. It's all uniform. Everything looks polished and neat. I'm going through that right now, rebranding. So, just making sure everything looks polished and neat. So by the time you're coming to work with or present to a publicist, to work with anyone, actually, it's not even a publicist, but you're trying to get into a bookstore, anywhere, make sure that your packaging is polished.
That is great. And it looks like Ramonda said ISBN, and Tamika said that's a great question. Because I know she's working on her second book that'll be launching here soon. So
congratulations.
Awesome.
So you guys are I mean, I wish I could sit down and write a book like that, but I think I'm always in awe, that you all have the discipline to follow this through from beginning to end. So it's like, okay, well, the least I could do is get it to its intended audience. So kudos to you all.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That goes a long way. Those are authors on here to get kudos from the book whisperer. So we graciously accept that. So how do you find time for the honey?
Oh boy. Well, you know what it is? Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
we're starting to get more deliberate about it, really.
Okay.
But, before it was kind of catch it when we can, especially, with the last two. The last two were, all three were preemies. But then I had my son, who was a preemie, and then I had my daughter, who was a micro. So she was, 1 pound. So in all of that we had going on, it was kind of difficult, but it just meant that we had to steal moments in the afternoon while they're going to school. And we also do a lot of work together.
Okay.
which is a plus, and it has its challenges.
Okay. Wow. So when you spend that time, are you guys going out on dates, or is it just around the house, around the community? I mean, when you say you steal moments, is it calculated like, okay, let's go to dinner, and the kids are cool? Is it that type of, because what I'm trying to do is trying to get moms to understand that we have to make time for our husbands in the process of building our businesses and mothering our children, and sometimes our husbands get left to the wayside.
Absolutely. Because if your husband is your helpmeet, or you're their helpmeet, and it's vice versa nowadays too, So when we find different kind of moments to steal away. So this year is all about self-care for me. So I've joined a spa. So it took some tugging for me to get him to go. What is this spa thing? I don't need to go get my nails done. I don't need to. But now he's come with me and figured out there's a steam room. There's all this. So we do it together. And he's very athletic. So we used to run together all the time. On Saturdays, I see you and your husband run together. I'm trying to get back there. But like on Saturday, run like 10 miles in like the the airport strip.
Mm-hmm.
We would run together. We had favorite artists. So like as soon as I see that Layla Hathaway is coming to like Howard Theater, that's like 2 months ago, already bought the tickets. So I've already scheduled that date night. He's not looking for parking. I've already got the valet. So that's a date night. And same thing with like an Anthony Hamilton or just someone we enjoy. It's just, don't even think about it. Buy the tickets. So it's automatically scheduled date night.
I like that a lot. I never thought about that too. When you scour and you see, okay, who's coming to Howard Theater, who's coming to the Birchmere or wherever, Wolf Trap, just buy the tickets and put it on the calendar and then schedule everything else around that. That's a great idea. I'm going to start doing it.
So, yeah, I subscribed to Ticketmaster and all of that. So, and then you can pick out your favorite artists. And then so when that person is within a how much mile radius, they'll let you know.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to write that down too. See, I always learn on these interviews.
Bands in Town.
Bands in Town. Okay. Awesome. So ladies, I hope you're writing this down. That's the purpose behind having Mocha here. I see Kim. Hey, Kim. Thank you for joining. Hey. Oh, Kelly said that was good. That's good advice. So that's working. See, people are taking this advice. This is great advice. Thank you, Kelly, for joining us. And Marie, thank you so much. And so let me ask you something. Where do you see Mocha within like the next year or two? Because I know you said this year is about self-care and you joined a spa and you're trying to get your health back. Where do you see you 12 months from now?
Where do I see, I'm sorry, I didn't hear, the business or me? Or where do I see the business?
Yeah, where do you see Mocha the MOMpreneur 12 months from now?
Okay, Mocha MOMpreneur will successfully onboard at least 2 more employees so I can take a vacation. I haven't, that's another thing that I think is so important that I had to realize that my body kind of told me, it needs a break.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I need to do that is I need to let go. I need to have the people there and let go. Trust them to be the experts in what they do and not necessarily, hover over them like that. Allow them to be the experts and allow me to have some time off. So I say vacationing more. And then, my husband and I we're horrible at, so maybe I need to come to you for some advice. That is like everywhere. And so I can't even think about both of us, where would we go for more than 4 days and our kids aren't there? Mm-hmm. But we need to do that. We have them all the time. We're like a unit.
Jamaica's beautiful. I love Jamaica.
Yeah. I've definitely got to start being more deliberate about that. But, I definitely see more time, just allowing my business to grow and trusting its growth and relaxing more. Right.
That is some good nuggets. Thank you, Charlotte, for joining us. There's Charlotte Avery. What'd she say? Wife of one, mom of seven. I love Charlotte. I had the opportunity to spend time with her yesterday. And she's one of Mocha's clients. So that is
shameless
great. Hey, we are about supporting each other. So, I have no issue with supporting each other. That's the whole purpose behind this platform, is really to, uphold my sisters and uplift my sisters. And this is just what God gave to me. And I just feel like it's really important to feature you all. It doesn't take anything from me. Actually, it blesses me to be able to bless you all. So I'm thankful for any time I can do that. But definitely that whole vacation piece, putting systems, that's another part of systems processes where you said onboarding 2 more employees so that you can grow. And it was so funny when you were saying that, Mocha, I thought about the pruning process. And it's like you got to kind of prune yourself out of being hands-on everything. And then that way your business can grow. Because usually when we think of pruning other people out of our lives. But it's like, okay, I got to prune myself back and allow these employees, because then they grow too. They get to do more things and people more vested, I believe, when they're able to see, okay, the boss believes in me.
Right. Absolutely. And another thing is that, it allows you to really step back and take a look at what you don't have to do or what you're not as great as, because you're not going to be great at everything. So it allows you to spend more time on what makes my clients happy and what makes me happy. And that's the creative part. If I don't have to necessarily the aspects of PR and all of that, and I can just create and be a visionary that way with someone's product, that's the best use of my time.
Right.
So that, you got to kind of figure that out too. What is the best use of your time? What is that part of your business that's organically you that you need to spend more time on so you can hand the other stuff to other people and concentrate on it?
Wow. So you're talking about a lot of self-reflection as well in your business, not just, okay, I got to do the day-to-day, but really self-reflecting, like, okay, what can I lay down and what are the other things that I can cultivate in myself? And we don't do that as women. I mean, I don't even think we do that as parents or as wives. We just don't. We don't. So you are really helping us out. Wow.
It took me a while to really accept that I'm not June Cleaver. And so stop comparing myself and I'm not Susie Homemaker. And I'm okay with that. But what does that mean? That means that I have to put people in place to make sure that my children are getting what they need so that I can concentrate on the stuff that I do well, even with them.
Yeah, Charlotte said delegate. Absolutely.
Oh Mom, thank you. Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday. Charlotte and I were blessed to be on a panel, and I talked about giving your children age-appropriate responsibilities. So your little people can take clothes out the dryer and put them on the bed and get their clothes out, and put their own clothes away, whether it's socks or t-shirts, undies, or whatever. Little people can do that. They can reach the dryer. And that's where I started with my kids, just taking clothes out the dryer, emptying the bathroom trash, just small things that were manageable for them to do. And then my 16-year-old, she loves to cook, so she cooks dinner. And then my husband does the grocery shopping, and on and on and on. And then it takes all that pressure off of me to have to clean the house and grocery shop and cook and, all those things that society tells us that we're supposed to do as moms. And the reality is we run ourselves in the ground. Hey, Audra, thank you for joining. Charlotte said, put them to work. You still there?
Oh, yeah.
You can hear me now? Okay, awesome. So who is a woman, dead or alive, that has inspired your journey?
My mom's journey or my entrepreneurship journey, or just in general?
Just in general.
Absolutely. Maya Angelou. When I was, the first time I picked up that book, well, two, Maya Angelou and Alice Walker. I grew up in a very strict Christian household, and we weren't allowed to do much of anything. So I would escape through books. And so when I went to Africa for the first time, it was through Alice Walker. When she was explaining the sister's journey and what she was doing, and wow, and then of course Maya Angelou, everything about her. I mean, we know now. I know that there was just some slight embellishment somewhere, some places, but that whole life that she lived and that wisdom, every single book taught me something. So, those are really my sheroes. And my mom, I learned a lot from my mom growing up. She actually, she never gave up. She actually graduated with her doctorate 4.0, and she was 64 when she graduated.
Wow. That's a standing ovation.
Yeah. So 2 masters, just really pushed, and she's just a strong woman. So absolutely my mom.
That is fantastic. And I love Maya Angelou. I just actually watched a documentary on her, and it was fantastic. I mean, I just love her. I love her spirit. I didn't know the stuff about her when she was younger, so I got to learn a lot of things about her. And so just their tenacity, like your mom, you just don't see that today. You just don't see people having that stick-to-itness, following through. I mean, our mothers and our ancestors that have gone on before us, they really taught us a lot about seeing things through and being committed. So that is
absolutely
fantastic. That is fantastic. Absolutely. So to finish this off, give us a quote or a scripture, a song, something that keeps you motivated on those days where you're like, you know what? I just don't know if I can do this anymore.
Right. What's that song? Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. I'm not a singer, but I'm just saying, sometimes you just have to be your own cheerleader. You have to encourage yourself, speak to yourself, speak over yourself, and pick yourself up. One thing I did learn from exactly that song was I give myself just a little bit of time to be upset or mourn things. Hold on, I'm on 2%, and we are about to collapse here. Hold on one second. Can you?
All right, Lord, hold it together.
No, right? But I can keep talking.
Okay, go ahead. I love it.
Okay, I'm plugging in and I'm talking. Oh, let me find out it was already plugged in there. My husband had it all set up just in case this happened. I just didn't do follow through. Okay. All right. Yes. So we're good. We're not on 2%. We're charging. Okay. Yay. So I give myself just a window. So if I'm going to be upset about something or something didn't go my way, something like that, I'll give myself a day or two, depending on the magnitude, a day or two. I had an event a few months back that I was in bed a week.
Wow.
Right? And so from that experience, I know now to give myself a certain time. And then that's it. Just get up and keep going. Even if I don't feel like it, get up, keep going, because what you're waiting a week to stay in bed and mourn for, everything is still going to be there, piled, waiting, and then some. Mm-hmm. So you might as well just give it this window. All right, I'm mourning. I'm eating chocolate and I'm eating chime and Bravo, whatever. And then get over it. Get up, get over it.
Wow. That is so good, because we suppress all of that. I know I shared before that I had 2 aunts die within months of each other, and my husband, because he hates to see me cry, every time I would feel emotional, he'd be like, babe, please don't cry. And I would have to suck it in and suppress my cry because he was uncomfortable with it. And so what you just said, you were like, yo, I laid in the bed, I cried, but then I realized, okay, I got my cry out. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. And so thank you for giving us permission. So moms, take that. Mocha is giving you permission to grieve. I think that is fantastic to say grieve. Grieve those, falling through deals. Grieve those trolls that, just come on your Facebook and your Twitter and, talk bad about you when you are giving your all in your business. Stay in it for a minute. That's what I say. Stay in it for a minute. Whatever that minute looks like, whether it's 20 minutes, whether it's, 60 minutes, whatever, stay in it for a minute and then get through it. And you said get up and get going. I think you said.
Right. I heard Yolanda Adams everyone would be doing it. And if it were easy, that you pretty much that what we do as Christians sometimes is just give up way too easily and quickly. Stick with it. If it was given to you, number one, you already know it was given to you for a reason. But if it were easy, everyone would do it. So stick with it. Keep climbing. It's worth the climb.
Thank you so much, Mocha. I have taken away that I'm allowed to grieve. So thank you. And to feel those emotions. If not, we'll probably have mental breakdowns if we don't, give us that time to, be hurt. It's okay to be hurt. It's, that's a human emotion, especially for women. Wow.
Yeah. I'll say it's because it's not personal. There are some things that are, straight, just business. But, we as women, we feel, we have emotions. So whatever we produce is personal. It's part of us. It came from us. Your business is personal. So sometimes, when those jabs come, it's hard because it's personal. Mm-hmm. So, that's too, with the whole window of grieve just here, then keep going, because, the negative talk always circulates faster than she's great. So if you continue to tell yourself that, and 2 negative comments, 3 negative comments, you'll even think about it like you're thinking about those 3, but you're not thinking about all those other people who said, wow, that was wonderful. But the negative tends to stick with you. So sweep it out. You got to know, to be in business, you got to know that you know what you're talking about. And if you don't know that, if you don't know that you know that you know, and you are an expert in this, don't even bother.
Wow. You sound like the mom whisperer.
There are going to be those times when people will say things and, you question yourself. You question yourself. Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this really, what am I really offering? Am I really offering a good product here? Are people really being affected by what I'm doing and what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, gosh, I'm just talking away. But, it's those.
You're helping somebody, so thank you. You're helping somebody, so keep going. This is what we do on Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett.
Right. It's in those times that you're doubting yourself that you're going to need those times when you've built yourself up to say, I know that I know that I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's actually the thing that gets you out of the bed, gets going again. Listen, self, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I know this is what I was put here to do. So self, the longer you stay in bed, you're holding up somebody's progress who you're sent here to help. So get up, self, stop being selfish about your gift and use it. It's not being used here in this bed eating bonbons at all. So get up and do what you're supposed to be doing.
If she stepped on your toes, make sure you put a comment in there and let her know. I mean, wow, that is just, wow. I know that has to be helping somebody, whether they're catching this on replay, whether you're watching this a year from now. Please let us know. Mocha, where can people reach out to you and contact you if they have any questions about their book, or if there's someone here who has a publishing house that, you know, wants to contact you for one of their clients or their authors? How can people reach out to you?
Sure. It's www.theoraclegroup.net and or Mocha at theoraclegroup.net. And we are having a new website launch on June 1st, so we're real excited about that. And be sure to come check us out, sign up for a mailing list, and you can feel free to reach out and ask me questions. I'm not afraid of answering questions.
Awesome. And Mocha is actually curating the NAACP Author Pavilion here in Baltimore in July
22nd through 26th.
Okay.
If you have a submission, we're almost full, and you would email Gabrielle at theoraclegroup.inc.net. Only because the site is migrating right now for error on it. If you go to the NAACP authorpavilion.com, but it's would be functional again in about 2 days. So if you can't wait, send your email to Gabrielle at theoraclegroup.inc.net or wait 2 days. I'm told it's going to be done today, but I'd say 2 days just to keep checking.
Well, thank you so much. So those authors out there, if you're in the Maryland, D.C., I would say Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. I went all the way to Ohio. I did a road trip. I drove 8.5 hours to Ohio. It was a fantastic event. I had an opportunity to chit chat with Megan Good there, other authors there. I purchased their books, got some great books there. It's a great place to get books and talk to the actual authors, and they'll sign your books for you. So definitely check it out. I will be there this year at the NAACP Author Pavilion, and I would love. Okay, Tamika wanted the web address one more time.
Sure. And don't forget, just had a marriage panel for me, so she's going to be doing a lot over there. Yeah. So it was www.naacpauthorpavilion.org. Okay. Oh, my website. Oh, www.theoraclegroup.inc.net.
Okay. Thank you. Charlotte says she'll be there. Yay! I'm going to be in good company. Great company. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much, Mocha, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule, because I know you're super busy. And so you have really, Tamika said you stepped on her toes, and her toes hurt. So.
Yeah, I'm stepping on hers because mine have been stepped on. So it's a learning. Let's get on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mocha, and we will chit chat with you later. Make sure you guys that you reach out to her. Like she said, she gave her email address. It was Mocha at theoraclegroup.inc.net. And Gabrielle at theoraclegroup.inc.net if you want to reach out about the Author Pavilion in Baltimore, NAACP. Lucinda said you're her woman crush.
I love you right back, Charlotte. Oh, Lucinda.
We have some fantastic mompreneurs. I am honored again to have you here on Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett. Thank you so much, Mocha. I honor you. You have just been just phenomenal. You just been a gift to me. So I thank you for being in my life. And I know my life as an author has been way better because of you. So thank you so much.
And I'm just so proud of you. I know we were supposed to connect, with your first book, but I've had so much other stuff going on. And that's another thing I want to say. Just because someone might be busy or they may not get back to you, get up and start working yourself. This lady here, I see her like everywhere. And so I just have to say, I'm so proud of you. And you've done it, on your own, just like doing it. I see you everywhere. You're on Tom Joyner. Your husband's graduating from Steve Harvey. I mean, you've just been doing it. And then the radio show coming, you have been on your hustle. And I think you're an example for a lot of authors too, that just don't sit there and wait for a publisher. Don't just sit there and wait for a publicist. Do it. You've got to be your best cheerleader. So I honor that in you, and I honor that everything you're doing for marriage and married folks, but just to watch you in action is just a pure joy. It's a delight.
Thank you. You're going to make me cry, so we're going to get off of here before I start. So thank you again. Thank you, Lucinda, Charlotte, Tamika, those of you who have joined us. I'm really excited about having Mocha here with us today. And we'll be back in a little bit. We'll have Ramonda Lark-Young of Mahogany Books. She's next. And then we'll have Kristen Young of Living the Vows later on tonight. So stay tuned. Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett is not going anywhere. We're just getting started. And we had a great kickoff. Mocha got us right and tight. So thank you again, Mocha. And I'll chit-chat with you later.
All right. Love you, Tanya.
Love you back.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay.